Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. Merry Christmas to everybody that's out there, man. I hope you guys are enjoying your holidays, enjoying your time with your special people in your life, man, with your significant others. You feel what I'm saying? I had a great holiday myself, man. Can't complain at all. Seen family, you know what I mean? Spent time with my significant other. Spent time with my son, thank God, man. Dropped my son off this morning and all that good stuff. So, hey, man, I'm feeling extremely blessed. You know, I got a lot of good rest. You feel what I'm saying? Bars, by the way. You feel what I'm saying? Got some good rest. You feel what I mean? Ate good, had some good leftovers from yesterday. Shout out to the grandma for that. I'm feeling extremely blessed, man. I gotta put away this tree. You know, I gotta put this tree away now. Probably throw it out for real, because my cat fucked the lights up. But I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good, man. Next thing that's coming up is the birthday. You feel what I'm saying? January 11th. That's going to be on a Saturday. So I'm really excited about that. Your boy turning 27 years old. So we got some good events coming up, man. I can't complain at all. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. We got 14 people within the first minute. I'm assuming y'all motherfuckers got y'all notifications. Salute to everybody that's in the building. My boy Coffee Plant in the building. Said Merry Christmas, Mark. Merry Christmas to you, brother. Shout out to Coffee Plant. Stop Motion MMA said Merry Christmas to the leader of the nation, man. Salute, brother. Lorenzo, what up? Petit. Pagai Petit said Tim Bradley is not Hall of Fame. Well, technically he is, but I see what you're saying. Great Gambino, what up? Coffee Player said went live after Thanksgiving and now after Christmas is due to legend. Hey, bro, if I got some free time, you know what I'm saying? If I got some free time to chop it up with the people, then I'm going to come through and chop it up with the people. As long as y'all here, I mean, I'm always going to be coming through and chopping it up with y'all. You feel what I'm saying? It's only a small part of my day anyway. You feel me? Agent 007, what up? He said, garbage man gonna be mad as fuck seeing a whole tree on the side of the road. Hey man, I might just keep the tree. I don't know. It's a good tree, bro. The fucking cat like I guess was chewing on the wires or something, bro. Just regular little young boy kid and shit. You know what I'm saying? So the only lights that shine is the bottom part. Y'all see that shit? Only the bottom part. So the top part ain't doing nothing. You feel me? So I don't know. I might just throw it away and get another one for next year, and hopefully the cat won't be doing all that stupid shit by then. You feel what I'm saying? Stupid shit. But anyways, shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. We're gonna talk about Tim Bradley hating on Alexander Usyk. We're gonna see what his point of view is on Alexander Usyk and just give our most unbiased, objective opinion possible. We're gonna speak about Teofimo Lopez and Subriel Matias, and then just get into some open boxing topics or just open topics overall, man. It don't even got nothing to do with boxing. It don't even have to do anything with boxing. You feel what I'm saying? It's the holiday. You feel what I mean? So boxing news is a little bit slow right now. Everybody just enjoying their families. You feel what I mean? So we just gonna chop it up. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I also had a live up. For those of y'all who wasn't tuned in, I had a live up, but for some strange reason, YouTube said deleted by uploader. Deleted by uploader. I don't know exactly how that happened, but it is what it is, man. What can I say? Stop Motion MMA said Bradley said Fury was the heavyweight GOAT. Did he really say that? I wouldn't put it past him. I remember Shakur said that shit after I think Tyson Fury knocked out Dillian White. He was like, yo, this dude the GOAT, man. He could beat Ali and saying all this crazy shit, recency bias and people just giving emotional ass reactions to shit. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas get on a little bit of a roll and they're like, oh my God. Any updates on Rolly? I spoke to Rolly. Me and Rolly spoke after the live for like 2 hours. Just talking. You know what I'm saying? We got an understanding. You feel what I mean? So I ain't even about to be talking about Rolly. We had an understanding and we just gonna go our way. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't even about to keep speaking about Rolly. He know what he did. You know what I mean? He got corrected. We had our conversations. We came to understanding. Apologies was made. And we just going to leave it at that. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't, I'm not gonna say we squashed it because that's a weird situation. But like I said, we gotta understand it. You feel what I mean? It turns out that that person Jelly Belly that was writing talking about that she was Rolly's sister, that was really Rolly's sister. Like that wasn't no cap. That was actually Rolly's sister because she had got on the phone and said that that was her and shit, and she was talking crazy. So I had to humble her real quick. You feel what I'm saying? But that sometimes they not trolls, y'all. Sometimes they ain't trolls. Sometimes they be real people on here that be talking that real shit. Cause you know, I thought I didn't know who that person was. I just thought it was a troll acting like somebody. We had people come on here and act like people all the time. So you know what I mean, we just automatically assume uh people trolls, but sometimes they not. I remember Bill Haney came on here. I thought he was a troll. And that wasn't what it was at all. Shout out to the 20 people that's in the building, man. Hit the like button as soon as y'all come in. Let's get the algorithm on the up so the people know that Mazuma TV is live. Yeah, I see the channel expanding. Yeah, they know what's going on, bro. I ain't really got to say too much. You feel what I'm saying? I want to try to hit that mid 2400 mark by tonight, man. So if we can get a new subscriber in the building, that'd be very much appreciated. You feel what I'm saying? Chris Maldonado, what up? So let me actually get my phone. You feel what I'm saying? And let's hear what Tim Bradley had to say about Alexander Usyk. You feel what I'm saying? If y'all heard it, y'all heard it. But Tim Bradley has a YouTube channel up now. A lot of people respect his opinion. You know what I'm saying? He is an experienced boxer, multi-division world champion. You know what I'm saying? They made him an international boxing Hall of Famer. Good resume. Tim Bradley was a good fighter, bro. No disrespect at all. So a lot of shit, he just put up his channel and passed me up real quick. So that just lets you know that a lot of people like listening to Tim Bradley talk. You feel what I'm saying? But let's see exactly what he said because he put this out about a day ago. Let's see what he got to say.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube? What's happening, man? I know y'all miss me out there. Y'all ready for the...
God damn, Tim Bradley got titties, yo. That shit crazy. Look at this nigga. Look how he untucked the titty. Look how he untucked the shirt from his titty. Look. This first thing he
what's
did.
going on, YouTube? What's happening, man? I know y'all miss me out there. Y'all ready for the real?
That's how you know that nigga retired. He ain't coming back. Look at that.
Look at
that. He untucked the shirt from his titties. Look.
Y'all ready for the real? I know y'all ready for the real.
That boy ain't
good. You know what? I didn't watch it the night of the fight. I was busy. I was handling my business. But I just got done watching the fight, man. And I've been seeing all these comments everywhere, man. I've been following it, looking at everybody and what they saying, man. And, I finally sat down and watched it. But I'm finna give y'all the real right now. First of all, I'm gonna start, and I'm not even gonna talk about the fight right now. But yeah, all this all-time great shit that's going on, all-time great? Are you kidding me? Man, look. Recency bias. Just because he beat the two best heavyweights of this era does not make him an all-time great.
Now, him thinking that Alexander Usyk isn't an all-time great, that's his opinion. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's his opinion. But I could clearly recall Tim Bradley, and this ain't no disrespect at all. I mean, this ain't recency bias. We keeping it 1,000, right? First of all, you only bringing up what Usyk did as a heavyweight. You feel what I'm saying? And what he did as a heavyweight was impressive as fuck in itself. Because, like I said, this is a very undersized dude who, isn't using his size to an advantage. Well, his size is a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? His strength is at a disadvantage compared to these dudes that he's fighting. He's merely beating these dudes off of skill, mental strength, and just overall determination. You feel what I'm saying? So for him to say that Usyk's not an all-time great, that's his opinion. But I'm not understanding the fact that he's only bringing up his accomplishments as a heavyweight. Usyk was accomplished way before he became a heavyweight. You know what I mean? World Boxing Super Series winner at cruiserweight, undisputed champion at cruiserweight. You feel what I'm saying? If you want to go, I don't really like to bring it up, but if you just bring up his accolades as a boxer overall, this man won gold medals in the world tournaments. You know what I'm saying? In the European tournaments, won an Olympic gold medal. Man, this man Usyk has accomplished everything that you would want to accomplish as a boxer in the sport of boxing, from the amateurs all the way to the heavyweights. I mean, to the pros. Bro, what do you want to do? What is the ultimate accomplishment of an amateur in boxing? It's to win a fucking gold medal, right? Win national tournaments, win gold medal. Usyk did that. What is your goals as a pro? To become world champion, become undisputed, beat the best competition possible. Usyk did that at cruiserweight alone. Boom. So what's the next accomplishment? Being a cruiserweight, moving up to heavyweight, and winning a world title at heavyweight. Alexander Usyk did that and became undisputed in a division that he really don't have any business in. Shout out to Kevin House. He said that he only went to heavyweight because people thought he couldn't keep doing what he at heavyweight. That's facts, bro. Keep cooking. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. So if that don't make Alexander Usyk an all-time great, now we're not saying that Usyk is the greatest of all time. We're not even talking about if he's top 10, top 15, top 20, because there's a lot of all-time greats in the sport of boxing. You feel what I'm saying? We're not even giving him a ranking. We're just calling him an all-time great, and that bothers Tim Bradley for some reason. Now, the point that I want to go back to is I've heard Tim Bradley call Andre Ward an all-time great. Right? And in the four-belt era, I believe he was the second man. Was he the second or third? Who became two-time undisputed second? Was it Inoue or Usyk? Regardless, one of very few people, very short list of people who became two-time undisputed in the four-belt era. Alexander Usyk. Okay, so Usyk became third. All right, cool. Okay, cool. So regardless, there's only 3 people in men's boxing that have been able to accomplish that feat. You feel what I'm saying? Very, very impressive. Short list of fighters who happen to be the top 3 pound-for-pound fighters in the world, right? So I've heard him call Andre Ward an all-time great, right? And listen, Andre Ward, I look at him as an all-time great. But thinking about things objectively, as much as I love Andre Ward, what did Andre Ward accomplish in the pros that Alexander Usyk hasn't? Even in the amateurs, Andre Ward, he the last male amateur to get a gold medal in the Olympics in the U.S. Usyk did that. At 168, Andre Ward became unified. Usyk did that. Andre Ward never became undisputed at 168. Butte was ducking him. But, at the end of the day, what we do know is he never became undisputed at his first weight class. Usyk did. You feel what I'm saying? Andre Ward moved up to 175. Became unified, not undisputed. Usyk moved up, became undisputed. So, he said Tank is not Hall of Fame. I agree on this one. I agree with that too. You feel what I mean? But I've heard people say that the Hall of Fame, the Hall of Fame is now like a popularity contest. It's true. So, despite what we may think about Tank's resume and what he hasn't, him not really fighting the best competition because he was a star and he was a big name in the sport, that might be enough in itself to get inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, Ward was never undisputed at 168 or 75. You feel what I mean? And that's no knock to Andre Ward. Andre Ward, by the time he unified and he fought Kovalev twice, he was done with the sport. He didn't want to be a part of it no more. You feel what I mean? At 168, Lucian Butte ain't want no smoke with him. What the fuck was he supposed to do? I mean, if the nigga don't want to fight, he don't want to fight. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not going to really knock Ward for not accomplishing the ultimate goal. I'm sure he would have done it if the opportunity was available. But what I'm trying to get across is Tim Bradley is out here calling guys like Andre Ward all-time greats, but Usyk's not. When Usyk has pretty much accomplished more in the pros than Andre Ward has, make it make sense, man. The energy got to be consistent, but let's continue to move on with Tim Bradley's opinion.
That's what I'm talking about. Usyk, he is not an all-time great. Y'all need to stop with that. Literally has 7 fights, fought 5 guys in the heavyweight division. Okay, I can understand he got accolades. He cleaned out the division at welterweight. Not at welterweight, my bad. He cleaned out the division in the cruiserweight. I get that. Now he comes to the heavyweight. All right. I would say somewhat, I wouldn't say clean out, but yeah, he beat the two best guys in the division, right?
He did clean out the heavyweight division. Cleaning out the heavyweight division doesn't mean beating everybody in the division. Cleaning out the division, in my opinion, means that you're beating everybody who has a title in the weight class. And Usyk did that. Now, if you go on to beat the contenders too, okay, that just adds to your resume. But you can't say that Usyk didn't clean out the heavyweight division. Who was the best in the division when Usyk came in? Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. They was the ones that was holding belts. What the fuck did Usyk do? He fought like two warm-ups, then got right in there with AJ, beat him twice. You know what I'm saying? Then got in there with Tyson Fury. He took one more. I think he fought Dubois. And then he jumped in the mix with Tyson Fury, beat him twice. If that's the case, Inoue didn't clean up 122. You feel what I'm saying? Because Inoue only took him 2 fights to become undisputed at 122. You feel what I mean? So based off of Tim Bradley's logic, Inoue ain't clean up 122. He beat the top guys, but he didn't clean it out. What's your definition of cleaning out the division? Because I always thought it was beating the elites and dominating at the top of the weight class. You're not going to be able to fight everybody, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And he said that Usyk only has, 7 fights at heavyweight? Okay, he has 7 fights at heavyweight. That makes it even more impressive because it took him less than 10 fights to conquer an entire division. But anyways, let's go.
And now y'all saying he's all-time great. Only got like 22 fights? Come on, man. Wow. Y'all need to stop. Man, y'all need to stop it. He's a legend in his own right.
Yo, wasn't he saying that Vasyl Lomachenko was an all-time great? If Vasyl Lomachenko had less than 22 fights as a 3-division world champion, am I tripping? Wasn't he sitting in that ring with Andre Ward? I could be wrong. He was sitting in that ring with Andre Ward doing an interview, and he said that Loma was an all-time great because he was and he didn't have 22 fights like Usyk. He had less than 22 fights. He probably had less than 20 fights. And they asked him why they thought Loma was pound for pound number 1. And he said, because it's Lomachenko, bro. Because it's Lomachenko, bro. Didn't even give you a logical reason. Just said, because it's Lomachenko, bro.
All-time great. Y'all tripping. And let's talk about the fight. Y'all want to know what happened? No, wait, hold on. I don't even care about, let me not even get in there. Let me just tell y'all that Usyk won the fight. All right? He won the fight. But the fight was close. Hella close. It wasn't by a landslide. It wasn't by 6, 7 points. The fight was hella close. Tyson Fury, he showed up. And he showed out. He did his thing. On the back end of the fight, it was a couple of swing rounds on the back end, but then I think we said the last 2 rounds was right there was like Usyk won it, right? Took those last 2 rounds, those last few rounds. But before that, man, it was like going back and forth, teetering back and forth. Both guys, back and forth. 1 round Usyk, 1 round Fury, 1 round Usyk. A lot of close rounds. At 8, it was like even. Even at 8 for me. Even. Fury was pressing forward in spots. Fury was letting his hands go. You feel me? Usyk was putting up the high guard. Fury was coming around that guard, coming underneath it, coming to the body. The 5th round was a great round for Tyson Fury. A great round for him. Press forward. See, when Fury was able to operate off of feeling as opposed to the game plan, he was better off. See, some might say it's instinct. Instinct is one thing, right? You're reacting to whatever's going on. Instinct is one thing, right? But feeling is a whole different thing. A whole different thing. And the best fighters in the world. And see, and that's what makes Usyk so damn great. He off of feeling.
Did y'all just hear that? Did y'all hear that? Am I tripping? Did he just say that?
One thing, right? But feeling is a whole different thing. A whole different thing. And the best fighters in the world. And see, and that's what makes Usyk so damn great. He get off of feeling, you know? He does so much work inside the gym, right? That certain things feel a certain way. He gets used to seeing certain things, right? And he can feel certain things before they even happen. It's a feeling. And the same thing goes on in the fight. You can feel the flow of the fight. You can feel it. That's what he was feeling. So when he stepped on the gas, you know, a lot of times it was because of feeling. When Fury actually stepped on the gas, put the high guard up, started coming forward, being aggressive, finally using his size, he actually was having success. But the minute he stepped back, try to use that long guard again, hate that long guard. It was terrible. Long guard was leaving all kind of lanes open for Usyk to land down to the body. The game plan was suspect for Tyson Fury.
I agree with that.
Super suspect. He did damn well, but it was super suspect. There was some spots where he could have tightened up and been like, footwork was terrible. They hated his footwork. I said that during the lead up. His footwork is terrible. He gets himself out of position all the time. Right? He was a little bit more disciplined with his hands, Tyson Fury was. A little bit more disciplined. But Usyk, he's slicing through lanes. I told y'all.
I ain't gonna play the whole fucking video, but that's what Tim Bradley had to say. So, you know, Usyk is great. He lists all his accomplishments, but somehow, some way, that doesn't equate to him being an all-time great. It is what it is. Let's get into these comments because I see people talking about something totally different. We got to redirect the conversation, and that's just what we're gonna have to do. Let me see. My boy Des22 said Tim saying anything controversial to get more eyes on his channel. That might be what it is, bro. And I guess it's working because his channel blowing up low-key. Merry Christmas, Lo. He said T.O. about to regain the support of the Rican fan base after he steps on Subriel Matias. You better hope. You better hope he step on Subriel because if he don't, he fuck around and get stopped. You feel what I'm saying? Because T.O. like to plant his feet and like to counterpunch motherfuckers. Let's see how he do when he on the back foot. And Subriel, you know, stepping up the work rate and letting his hands go. Let's see if T.O. got the power to keep Subriel up off him. Let's see that. You know what I'm saying? Because at 140, his power ain't really show yet. You feel what I mean? So, you know, T.O. gonna have to put on the boxing lesson of his life. And T.O. not really an outboxer all like that for real. So we gonna see. We gonna see. He better not put his back against the ropes like he did against Claggett. I'll tell you that. Because he fuck around and really get hurt. Yeah, Subriel, and that's why, you know, I'm kind of concerned for Subriel because Subriel didn't really look impressive in his last bout. You know what I mean? He didn't even look like he was in shape in his last bout for real. So I don't know if he really trained for that fight or he was bullshitting, but that version of Subriel is not going to beat Teofimo. You feel what I mean? I respect Teofimo enough as a fighter, despite me having a strong dislike for him. I can acknowledge that he is too good of a fighter for Subriel to bullshit against. You feel what I mean? So Subriel really going to have to be on his game. You know what I mean? He might have to take a trip out of Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Me personally, I wish he would have never left Coach Panda in them. You know what I mean? Because I thought that they had some great training camps with him. And, you know, during those camps he had with them, he looked absolutely phenomenal. You feel what I mean? And, you know, he's done one training camp away from Coach Panda and them. I don't know who he's training with exactly in Puerto Rico, but he didn't really look impressive to me. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being known, I really hope that Subriel has the camp of his life. You know what I mean? Put his all into it and really shows out because he been calling Teofimo a pussy for I don't know how long. Been calling out Teofimo for how long? For I don't know how long. So Teo, you know what I mean? He like, all right, what's up? Let's rumble type shit. So if they finalizing the deal like everybody else is saying, I really hope that Subriel really gets in his bag, bro, because they talking about this fight going to happen supposedly at March 15th. You know what I mean? So it's currently the end of December, December 25th to be exact. And, in a couple days, it's going to be January 1st. So you're going to have to put in a good, strong, 8 weeks of camp, starting in at least a week. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you on 10. You know what I mean? The whole camp. I hope you really, really understand that this is the biggest fight of your career. And if you come up short against Tio and Leon Paro in back-to-back fights, it's going to be really hard for you to get back in world title contention, especially with these other guys, who are on the come up looking for title shots. Like, I can't see you cutting the line against Jack Catterall. You feel what I'm saying? I highly doubt Hitch is going to even look your way because he's going to use you losing 2 of your last 3 bouts against you to not fight you. But if you defeat Teofimo Lopez and you grab that WBO super lightweight title, they're going to have a hard time ignoring you. You feel what I mean? So this is an opportunity of a lifetime for Subriel. I hope he really understands that. And bro, this is make or break for him, man. Matias getting up there in age. How old is he? He not that old, bro. What's Subriel, like 34? He 32 years old, bro. What are you talking about? He in the prime years of his career right now. What are you talking about? That's your prime years. Niggas start slipping around like 35 years old. For his style, that's old. Not necessarily. There's been brawlers that have surpassed 32 years old plenty of times. And, despite what people may say about Subriel's style, when has he really taken a lot of punishment? I have not really seen Subriel really get. Have we ever seen Subriel really get his ass beat? Like he all swelled up and concussed, and we don't be seeing that shit. Tio like 27, I think. He's like a year older than me. We'll never see Subriel all beat and bruised up and accumulating all this damage. Take some shots here and there. That's just what come with his style. But like, nah. Now, if we talking about Ruslan Provatnikov, you know what I mean? That be just getting hit with everything. Yeah. But I think Subriel a little bit more intelligent defensively than the Ruslan. You feel what I'm saying? But this is really, like I said, this is really make or break for Subriel, bro. Like I'm really rooting for him, but I am nervous just based off of what he's been presenting lately. Maybe it was because he felt like Bull wasn't really on his level and he really wasn't motivated. So, you know what I mean? He probably felt like he didn't need to go hard or train hard for the Bull, which is still a terrible mentality to have in reality. But T.O. that's somebody to bullshit in camp against. You feel what I'm saying? He said Subriel to Puerto Rican Lucas, but Lucas got some quit in him, so I'm not gonna compare him to Lucas. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna compare Subriel to Lucas. You know what I mean? Now Subriel go ahead and quit, then that's different. But Lucas got some quit in him. You know what I mean? Like he'll fuck you up if you let him. But whenever you know what I mean, you give him a little bit of resistance, he's looking for a way out. That's how Subriel always. I mean, that's how Lucas been in his career. You know what I mean? He got that bully mentality. Bullies, they'll fuck with you. They fuck with you. Then when you punch them in their shit, then, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, they curling up somewhere. That's how I look at Lucas. Like, Lucas will body you. If you scared of him, you already lost the fight. You feel what I'm saying? But if you not scared of him and be like, nah, this ain't what we doing type shit, this is the type fight we gonna have, and I ain't scared of your power and none of that shit, I'm gonna come fuck you up. Then it's like Subriel, Lucas start falling apart type shit. If Tio the same as Claggett, as Claggett fight, I got Matias. Well, if Subriel's like his last fight, I got Tio. This is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, Y'all gotta watch Subriel last fight, man. You can just look at him. He looked completely out of shape in comparison to what I've seen. Off the fucking rip, the ball hitting with a shot, and it looked like it buckled Subriel a little bit. Subriel ended up, he looked slow. You feel what I mean? The power was still there. He folded bull up. He made bull quit in like 2 rounds, but it didn't look like his usual self. So, like I said, he gonna need the training camp in his life. He gonna need to really train his ass off. From what I seen Subriel running out in Puerto Rico, so seemed like he already on schedule. You know what I mean, getting himself on point. I seen him had like some family Christmas pictures. He don't look like he all crazy out of shape. So maybe he is locked in. Maybe he is focused. But I think his change in team might have been a little bit detrimental to him in his career because, all right, man, like we know Subriel didn't want to be away from his family during training camp and shit like that, but those are called sacrifices, brother. And when you heavily distracted in Puerto Rico, like I've heard Subriel been in the past, it's best to get the fuck away, go to Mexico where you was training there with Coach Panda in the mountains or whatever the case is, and take that time away from your family to really put yourself in the best possible position to win, because the more that you win, the better off your family is, the more taken care of your family is. So if you got to miss 3-4 months out of the year, because you're only fighting twice a year. So if you're doing 2 training camps, 2, 3, well, let's say he fight 3 times a year. If you got to miss 6 months out of the year with your family, so they could have millions amongst each other, then that might be the sacrifice you might have to make, man. Subriel shorty got fatty. I didn't even see that shit. But I wouldn't be surprised. Them Rican Jones be like that. Especially them African Afro Latinos. Ass be crazy on them bitches. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, bro, Subriel, hopefully, he's in the right place mentally. He looked like he was distracted against Liam Paro. Didn't look like his best. I think at his best he would have beat Liam Paro, but the reality is he didn't beat Liam Paro. So let's see, man. I love the fight. If that fight is finalized, done, ready to go, then I salute Subriel for taking the challenge. I salute Teofimo Lopez for taking the fight, because it is a dangerous fight at the end of the day, whether he wins or loses. And I'm looking forward to seeing that, bro. I'm going to definitely take part in building that fight up, promoting it to the best of my ability, and get this shit on the road, man. Probably bring Subriel on the channel. Cause I know some people that be around Subriel and shit like that. So I know niggas that went to school with Subriel in Puerto Rico. So I could get that interview popping, probably have my pop translate the shit for everybody to understand. And I highly doubt I'll get Teofimo on here. He probably know I don't fuck with him, which is cool. We don't got to bring him on here, but shit, if we was to bring him on here, that'd be fucking litty bop. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Read DJ comment. Shout out to the boy DJ Rush. He said, "Hi Mazuma, what's going on, brother? I believe Usyk is the greatest of his era. He beat everyone in his era of heavyweights, but I can't put him over Evander Holyfield, who has multiple GOATs on his resume." I mean, first of all, salute DJ. That's a great comment, man. You know what I mean? It is difficult for you to put somebody like Usyk over Evander Holyfield, because the reality is Evander Holyfield had better competition during his era. So the better the competition, the better your resume is going to be, right? So I understand what you're saying. I wouldn't put him over Evander Holyfield neither. Evander Holyfield has an extensive resume with a lot of great fighters. We can name if you want to name the Mike Tysons, the George Foremans, Riddick Bowes. You know what I mean? Like, he been in there with just about everybody, and put on sensational performances each time he stepped up. Even his Buster Douglas performance, like he made that motherfucker look like easy work after he came back, and Buster didn't look like himself. You know what I mean? That wasn't the same Buster that fought Tyson, but he still packed him up and did what he had to do. You know what I mean? So Holyfield just came up during like the golden era of heavyweight. So it's hard to really stand up to that if you're Usyk and you don't have the exact competition that Holyfield has. So I agree with you 1,000%. You know what I mean? That's why I don't really like to compare eras because it's different situations, different fighters, and there certain eras have better competition than others. Some eras have better quality, fighters than others. So it's really hard to compare. You feel what I mean? But one thing I do know is Usyk is definitely, at the top of his division, and he's pound for pound #1 in the world in my book. And speaking of that, we definitely got to come together by the end of this year. So sometime this week and update our pound for pound list. You feel what I'm saying? Ghost, you ain't missing nothing, man. We broke down what Tim Bradley said about Usyk and why I felt like he was wrong. Agree with some points, disagree with some points, but Tim Bradley clearly hating in my opinion. And then we got to talking about Teofimo Lopez and Subriel Matias, and I'm just interacting with the chat like I always do, brother. So salute. Even though you came late, I appreciate you coming by. Better late than never, right? Dwight Muhammad quality. Yep. I watched that fight too. Yeah, Dwight was a dog though. He was a dog. Ray Mercer was a dog. I had the pleasure of meeting him. You feel what I mean? Ray Mercer done been around, cuz um yeah, it's hard to say that. You know what I mean? Even though Usyk done did some great shit in this current era of heavyweights, Usyk didn't come up in the golden era of heavyweights. You feel what I mean? And Holyfield happened to be at the right place at the right time. But yeah. What's up next? Boxer fight shit dry right now. Star Motion said, I just watched Dennis Thompson Jr. fight. He gonna be a problem. Yeah, that little nigga a beast. You talking about a Boots fighter. I seen him coming up as an amateur and I already knew that he was gonna be something, you know what I mean? And with him being watched over by Boots, who's his promoter, and Bozy and all of them, that kid got a lot of potential and he got the right people around him to really guide him, you know, up the ladder. Boots don't went up the ladder. He know what it's like to start from the very bottom and become a world champion. You know what I mean? He know how that shit go. So I think he'll be in great hands. Philly got so much talent, bro. So much talent. These amateurs that's gonna be turning pro within the next 5 to 6 years, bro. They're gonna be animal. I'm trying to tell you. You think Philly popping right now with who they got? Boots, Fulton, and Tevin Farmer, bro. I'm trying to tell you, this next era of fighters from Philadelphia, they're gonna be different, bro. I'm telling you, this shit is going. This is one kid that's coming up right now. His name's Salim Bey. They call him Salim the Surgeon Bey. I'm cool with his father, Dawu. I never got the pleasure of really speaking with Salim, but I've seen him fight multiple times. And he's probably like the only amateur that I really tune in to watch, like in the Nationals. And he just became part of the U.S. Boxing's team. You feel what I'm saying? And bro, this kid is sensational, bro. He in the smaller weight classes though, so I think he like, I don't even know. I would have to ask, but I think he's like at 119. He's like between like 119, 125 around there. I don't think he's any more than 130, but he's around that weight division, bro. He's a fucking animal, bro. Went up against the #1 dude, fought his heart out, got best boxer during the national tournament. He a beast, cuz. Trying to tell you, Salim Bey gonna be one of them ones coming up in Philly. And there's a whole bunch of, there's so many kids that have won the Nationals that's from Philadelphia this year. It's crazy, bro. Devon Dawkins said Philly got the most gifted boxers. Bro, this ain't even the beginning for real, bro. Like Boost the Man, one of the greatest fighters that ever come out this city, in my opinion. Well, we gotta let him cook a little bit more, but like in terms of like talent, he's one of the most talented fighters that ever come out of Philly for sure. But bro, this new era that's on the way. Telling you, shit gonna be crazy. What's the next fight coming up though, y'all? Is it we gotta wait till February? Did I see Boot's story? What you mean on Instagram? NUA fighting January. Who he fight? He fight he fighting Goodman or Goodman pulled out again? Don Nelson fighting January. What, Diego Pacheco and Steven Nelson? That's what you talking about? Is that in January? Let me see. Yeah, they fighting January 25th. That's the end of January though, bro. Damn. This shit gonna take forever, bro. Shit really not gonna start cooking up for real though until like April, bro. Well, February, obviously, because Benavidez, Morel, Shakur, Schofield, Bivol, Butterbeef. Yeah, February gonna start cooking up. Then if that T.O. and Subriel John locked in March, that's a good John. What's Catterall and Barbosa supposed to fight? Let me see. They fight on February 15th, so that's the week before Better Be and Bivol. So yeah, it's gonna start cooking up in February, bro. Tank and Lamont. When they fighting again? March 1st? Yeah, shit a little dry right now, cuz. Yeah, March 1st. So we just gonna have to wait, man. Edward Morris said Tim Bradley has a valid point. What do you believe his valid point is, Edward? Because I disagree with some of the things he said. So you let me know. And I caught himself contradicting himself a few times. So I want to know, what is it? What's the valid point that he made, if you don't mind me asking? Anonymous said we should get more announcements, though. I ain't seen a top rank schedule yet or Golden Boy for first quarter. But yeah, that's true. But then the thing is, it's like, if promoters had something going on like early January, they would have been put it out right now because they want some time to build some shit up. So I just think January going to be slow, in general. I highly doubt they're going to announce something at the end of December and then have something going on 2 weeks later in January, midway through. Nah, bro. So I just think that January going to be a little slow. You feel what I'm saying? But it's going to start cooking up in February. Keyshawn, February 15th. So is that Barbosa? Is that Barbosa and hold on? Because if that's the case, that's fucking lit. Hold up. Let me go back. I think it's separate cards. Yeah, it's separate cards. So Keyshawn Baranchek is February 15th along with Barbosa and Catterall. Yeah, February gonna be cooking for sure. I can't wait for February already. DJ Rush said, do you think it's fair to say that Lennox Lewis waited till Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield declined and beat them when they did? I personally have to rank him lower than them for that reason. I disagree. Lennox Lewis been wanted that fight from Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? That was a fight that he wanted for a while. Evander Holyfield, I don't know exactly what point in Holyfield's career, Lennox Lewis fought them at, but regardless, whether he fought them, whether they was on the decline or not, that doesn't discard the rest of Lennox Lewis' resume and what he accomplished. I don't think there's any way that you could ever put Mike Tyson ahead of Lennox Lewis on all-time great heavyweight list. I think their accolades is on two totally separate levels. I understand Mike is an icon. I understand that Mike, is one of the baddest men to ever walk this planet and things of that nature. But if we talking about legacy and what boxers actually done in the ring, what Lennox did and what Mike did, two totally different levels, in my opinion. You know, they all have their place in history. So that nigga William Husky to eat a husky dick. Fuck you talking about? But anyways, I see what you're saying, DJ Rush. You know, sometimes it does suck when fighters fight other fighters while they're on a decline and shit like that. But okay, Edward Morris, you said the key word is all-time great, and I acknowledge that, and I emphasized what Tim Bradley said. However, I've heard Tim Bradley call Andre Ward an all-time great on several occasions, right? You feel what I'm saying? Just listen to what I'm saying right now. I heard him call Andre Ward an all-time great. Let me see if I can actually find that video. I don't know if it would be part of the headline. It's gonna be hard for me to find that. Look, the trolls is in the motherfucking building. So we just gonna smack them until they disintegrate. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, Lennox Lewis is definitely one of the greatest ever. You know what I mean? Especially heavyweights. I got him in my top 3, top 5 greatest heavyweights of all time. That's just my personal opinion. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, Edward, my fault to fall back on my conversation. But what I was saying was, I've heard Tim Bradley call Andre Ward an all-time great. You feel what I mean? And I believe that Andre Ward is an all-time great. I agree with that assessment. You feel what I'm saying? But when we look over accolades, specifically in the professionals, even if you want to bring up the amateurs, Andre Ward got a gold medal. Usyk got a gold medal. You know, Andre Ward is a 2-division world champion. Usyk's a 2-division world champion. The difference is Usyk was undisputed in each weight class that he'd been in. Andre Ward wasn't. You know, Andre Ward has an incredible resume, but so does Usyk. Tim Bradley said that, he's only had 7 fights at heavyweight. Okay, he's only had 7 fights at heavyweight and was able to defeat 2 unified world champions, 2 former unified world champions, and had a rematch clause for both of them, beat them convincingly both times. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, they was reigning at the top of the heavyweight division for years, had world titles for years. You feel what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua got knocked out. He's won every rematch that he's had besides Alexander Usyk. You feel what I'm saying? So, Usyk has outdone Andre Ward in the pros if we speaking honestly. So how can you call just based off of that and knowing that? How can you call Andre Ward an all-time great and Usyk not be an all-time great? That's all I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? Holy shit. We're just gonna keep packing these niggas up, man. Salute to the mob in the nation. You feel what I'm saying? Keeping them rents real nice and sharp. Yeah, Tim Bradley, he got a history of playing both sides of the fence. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't be understanding him. It's like not Andre Ward. I'll be feeling like Tim Bradley see a headline and it's like, how can I be a contrarian? Like how sometimes the headlines that's put out here is extremely valid. Now there's a lot of bullshit that be putting. God damn. There's a lot of bullshit that be in these headlines. A lot of bullshit that be in these headlines. So it'd be hard for no, what was I saying? I'm sorry. These motherfuckers distracted me. Edward Morris said, but you could easily think of 10 heavyweights that could beat him on an all-time great list. Listen, like I said, I think y'all keep talking about heavyweights. I'm talking about him being an all-time great fighter based off of what he's accomplished. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all marginalizing him to being just a heavyweight boxer. Usyk has done more. Usyk has done things outside of the heavyweight division that a lot of people aren't acknowledging. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's like, Oscar De La Hoya is 6th division world champion, but we keep talking about how he's not an all-time great 140. We're not talking about him being an all-time great 140. We're talking about him being great as a fighter in general, what he's accomplished throughout the entire course of his career. You feel what I'm saying? So, like Usyk, look, there might be 10 great all-time heavyweights that could beat Usyk. That's cool. It's all hypothetical at the end of the day. The reality is we'll never know because they're not going to fight each other. But what I can say is it's hard to dispute that Usyk is not an all-time great based off of his accolades. Based off of his accolades, he has a case for being an all-time great. Now, where you put him is a different discussion. Where you put the man is a different discussion. But him being an all-time great, I think he has claims for that. And I don't think this is recency bias at all. Just look at what he's accomplished since he's been in the sport. A lot of all-time greats haven't accomplished what, Usyk has accomplished. There's a lot of great fighters who never got every belt in the 4-belt era. Once. He's done it twice. You feel what I'm saying? And has eliminated elite level competition. And when people had doubts, he spun the block and did it again. Jesus Christ. Bro, these niggas are weird, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Go787 said Usyk is an all-time great, and to me, greater than Ward, way more accomplished and better resume. Hey, man. And I ain't disrespecting Ward at all. He's one of my favorite boxers of all time. You know what I mean? I think he's an all-time great in what he's accomplished throughout the course of his career. But it's hard to put his resume up against Usyk's resume and say that he's an all-time great and Usyk ain't. Like that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Like I don't really understand how you could take that angle. You feel what I mean? And this is the same dude Tim Bradley was praising Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl Lomachenko is what the people thought Usyk would be. I remember when Usyk was in Lomachenko's shadow when he was coming up. Everybody was talking about Lomachenko, the Matrix. They be like, oh man, that dude, he trains with this dude named Usyk, man. He's pretty good, man. He fight at cruiserweight. He's doing pretty good. Whole time he's shown to be greater than Vasyl Lomachenko and accomplished more than Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl Lomachenko's main objective was become undisputed. He was never able to accomplish that. It had 2 opportunities for it. It could never get it. Did it against Teofimo, came up short. He became unified. He was beating guys and all that. But when it came to the ultimate moment, he was never able to accomplish that. He had 2 opportunities to do so with Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. And he came up short both times. Can't say the same for Usyk. You feel what I'm saying? Said Ward left a lot to be desired and lots of fights that could have happened, but he chose to go. I agree. Like, I think he's done some great shit. I think he's an all-time great, but he did leave a lot of shit on the table that he could have pursued that could have made him, an even greater fighter. Like, do y'all see this, though? Like, these niggas really, like, these weirdos really make all these accounts, bro. Like, they make all these accounts, come up with all these different emails just to swarm a nigga channel, bro. Like, that's just the weirdest fucking behavior I ever seen in my life. My fault. Wi-Fi started tweaking. But, yeah, man, and just when the light heavyweight division started getting good, he walked away. You know what I mean? I still respect him walking away at the end of the day because if you don't got it no more, or if you feel like you just burnt out, you tapped out, whatever the fuck the case is, and you don't want to do it, you feel what I'm saying? Then you have every right to walk away. He said, "How you get picked up by 3 different people at the same time? Shit, crazy." I got you, Lorenzo. Thank you, man. So let's get into some open topics, man. I ain't gonna be on here too much longer. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta get ready for a long day at work tomorrow. Look at this nigga, bro. I'm doing the smacking myself out this motherfucker, bro. Let's get into some open boxing topics, y'all. I'm probably only gonna be on here for like 5-10 more minutes. You feel what I'm saying? So talk to me. What's going on? Edward Morris said, in my opinion, I believe Andre Ward's body started breaking down and he started getting hurt. That's exactly what happened. You know, in that first Kovalev fight, he had to get his knees drained. You know, his knees was filling up with fluid and he had to get it drained and he couldn't do no road work. And, you know, he had shoulder injuries throughout his entire career that continued to worsen. You know, it was a few things that played into it, but I just think that his desire was no longer there. You feel what I'm saying? There's going to be times in your lives where y'all might be interested in something for a very long time. And, you know, as you get older and your mind develops and you just grow it, they say you become what they say? They say you change as a person like every 10 years. Your interests change. Let me see. I don't know exactly what the time frame is, but one thing I do know for a fact is that people's interests and priorities shift over time. You feel what I mean? So with that being known, uh, Andre Ward, you know, he started fucking with the church more. Like he wanted to become a minister. You know, he wanted to partake in different things that didn't have to do with boxing. You feel what I'm saying? He said he feels like he feels like I've heard him say that one of his callings in life was to become a minister and spread the word of God. So maybe it was a combination of just building up injuries throughout time, his body breaking down, and just developing different interests. You feel what I mean? DJ Rush said, in his era, I believe it was a mistake for George Foreman to leave boxing in his youth or prime. I believe he would have been a multi-time world champion. Well, George Foreman, I think that him taking that time off really paid off dividends because I think if he would have continued boxing during that climate and accumulated all that damage, I think that he wouldn't have the same health that he has right now. Do you hear how incredible George Foreman speaks at this point, bro? He talks as if he never took a punch a day in his life. And I think the main reason why, you know, he's able to move around and be so healthy at this point is because he took that time off. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard, I don't know how many times he retired or how much time he took off. And look how well he speaks. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I think although I understand what you're saying, he took some time off his career and we don't know how much more great he could have been. I do think that taking those 10 years off really helped him from a health standpoint. And we already know, like, as people, you know, we only got one body, so we got to take care of it until it's our time to go. And I think George Foreman did what he could to preserve himself for the long term. You feel what I'm saying? Usyk versus Beterbiev, who do I think would win? I think Usyk would be better prepared for Beterbiev than Beterbiev would be prepared for Usyk. Usyk at this point in time is pretty much a heavyweight. He's been in there with some of the biggest punchers, probably guys that can punch harder than Artur Beterbiev at this point. I think he's dealt with every style. I think he's dealt with the heavy-handed, hard punching dudes, the pressure fighters and stuff like that. And Usyk has always found a way. And Beterbiev, you know, he's very strong. He applies a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? But he's going up against a man who's been in there with 250, 300-pound dudes and was still able to hold his own and remain resilient. I think that Usyk would outbox Artur Beterbiev. You feel what I'm saying? I understand Beterbiev is a threat. You know what I mean? His power might translate into heavyweight and shit like that. Most likely it will because I do believe he is that big of a puncher. But I just think Usyk is going to be well prepared for that situation. And I don't know if Beterbiev is going to make him feel something in terms of power that he hasn't felt thus far in his career. You feel what I mean? I got Usyk beating Artur Beterbiev because, at this point, Usyk done been around the block in terms of being with hard punching pressure fighters, and it's hard for me to believe that Better Be punches harder than an AJ. I find it hard to believe that Better Be punches harder than the Daniel Dubois. These are naturally bigger dudes. You know what I'm saying? That have more. I think they got more umph on their shot. So, and I'm sure Usyk has felt it and has been able to continue marching forward. I don't think Usyk has what it takes to defeat Usyk. I don't think Better Beef has what it takes at this point in time to defeat Alexander Usyk. That's just my opinion. You feel what I mean? And Usyk got enough pop, I believe, to get Better Beef's respect. If Usyk out here hurting heavy, I seen him hurt AJ, I seen him hurt Daniel Dubois, and I seen him hurt Tyson Fury badly. So, and these are guys who are much bigger, who have, in my opinion, may have better punch resistance than Archer Beterbiev. You know what I mean? That left hand from Usyk, is very sneaky, and it got some pop on it. So if he catch Beterbiev with that shot, it might be a bad John. Everybody talk about how bad of a puncher, Beterbiev is, but what about him getting hit by somebody who slowly but surely accumulated to the heavyweight division? Edward Morris said he would stop him. Who would stop who, brother? Artur knees are damn near done. Hey, man. Better be too small, too old. And people going to bring up, like, Better be dropping Usyk in the amateurs with a body shot. Like, bro, that's the amateurs. Niggas done excelled and graduated from the amateurs, became totally different fighters, became a lot more experienced, got a lot more sharper, wiser, Better be included. So we can't count what niggas did in the amateurs and, bring it over to the pros, especially when they've grown and developed much more since then. I can't really hold that shit over Usyk's head. But what I do know is Usyk, he don't be liking it to the body. I know that. Just based off of what I've been seeing in his body language, he don't really like it to the body. Pause. Better be like 5'11". I don't know how old, but I don't even know how tall Better Beef is. But he nice. He a dog. Let's say he's 6 foot. So he only a little bit shorter than Usyk. Usyk like 6'2", 6'3". Yeah, Jay Cash. They be talking about Sean Porter being Usyk in the amateurs. Yo, listen, Sean Porter done beat a lot of motherfuckers in the amateurs, bro. At 165, he was an animal. Like, his resume in the amateurs is wicked. Then he beat Daniel Jacobs. This Demetrius Andrade, and they say he done fought everybody and their mom at 165 and shit like that. But that shit don't mean nothing in the pros. He can't beat none of them niggas in the pros right now. Never could. Better be like 39, I think so. He probably already 40, for real. Well, he actually, based off of what I see right here on Google, says his birthday January 21st. So he turned at 40 in a couple weeks. So he's 39 right now, but he be 40 in a couple weeks, in less than a month. Yeah, Sean Porter done beat everybody and their mom in the amateurs. And when you think about it, it makes sense because Sean Porter is like an amateur. He do kind of got like an amateur style. DJ Rush said, I believe Better Beef will wear Usyk down over time. I don't believe anyone in the heavyweight division has rushed Usyk like how Better Beef would. AJ and Fury boxed Usyk. They didn't have the right approach. I agree that AJ and Fury didn't have the right approach. However, with Better Beef rushing Usyk, this is the thing. Like, yeah, and that may very well be true. Better Beef might just walk the Usyk, might be able to walk Usyk down, but what comes as a result of that is getting hit with shots. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if Better Beef at 39 years old could hold up to accumulation from a heavyweight boxer, Alexander Usyk. I don't know that. I've seen this man hurt and rock 250, 300-pound men. It's hard for me to believe that Better Beef is going to be able to take damage or take flush shots from Alexander Usyk. I've seen Usyk knock niggas out one shot, put him to sleep like Tony Bellew and shit like that. Like, everybody talk about the damage that Better Beef doing, but he's going to take some damage too. Like, Usyk not going to sit there and let the man punch on him. The Breeders be giving niggas smoke. That's all I know. Said Tank beat Lubin in the amateurs, but now Tank will be too small. Kind of the same thing. Yeah, I guess that's a good one. Usyk definitely got the speed advantage against Better Beef. Like, I've never seen Better Beef showcase any speed where I'm like, oh shit, he might be faster than Usyk. Like, I've never seen that. I don't think Better Beef fast at all, if we being honest. Strong as hell, but speed definitely not his his end all be all. See what's going on. Y'all seen Floyd bought his grandson a building in New York? That's what's up. I guess kissing them crackers' ass is paying off, man. I guess Floyd kissing them crackers' ass is really paying off. That's what he said. Say he bought his son he bought his grandson a building. I wonder what you buying for your kids, Floyd. I see you spending more time with your grandson than your kids. You got 175 fighter versus 225. Well, the reason why we talking about it is because Usyk is contemplating going back down to cruiserweight, and Better Beef has been talking about moving up the cruiserweight. So that's a fight we may possibly see in the future. That's why we're talking about it. We're not talking about like Usyk being a light heavyweight versus Usyk being a heavyweight. Well, my mind all over the place. We're not talking about Better Beef being a light heavyweight versus Usyk being a heavyweight. What we're talking about is them both meeting in the cruiserweight division to fight each other. Yeah, Usyk definitely. I mean, Floyd definitely attached to his grandson. You know, them grandparents love their grandbabies, man. Like my mom, she loved my son, bro. Love my son. So I don't know. It's a different type of love. You feel what I'm saying? But Floyd got like two sons. And they got like two daughters. I don't see him buying them no buildings. But he bought his grandson a building, bro. If I was his kid, I'd be sick to my stomach, bro. But maybe Floyd is doing, man. I don't know. Floyd probably got a nice little will. I mean, I don't know, but he probably on that Jackie Chan shit. Did y'all see that? Jackie Chan has an estimated worth of $400 million, and he said that he's donating all his money when he died to charity, and he said his son got to work for his own money. I was like, what a fucking piece of shit. What my man Dame Dash said, if you hustling, he said, I hustle for my last name, not my first. If you hustle for yourself, you selfish. Now, I can't tell a man what to do with his own money. But if you accumulated all this money, have kids, and you're not gonna pass it on to him, the fuck type of shit is that? Yeah, bro. Like it's already cemented. Like if something happened to me tomorrow, everything I have is going to my son. Dame Dash said, I hustle for my last name, not my first. And that was some of the real. He said that shit on that famous Breakfast Club interview. If you don't hustle for your kids, you selfish, bro. I can't respect that. My son got his own bank account too. He's had his own bank account since he was 2 months old. That's some selfish shit, bro. I can't rock with that, bro. I can't. There's no way. Like if I somehow, some way accumulate $400 million throughout my life, there's no way I'm gonna tell my son, get your own money, nigga. And I just donate that shit to a charity when we don't even know where the fuck this money going to from these charities. Because there's been so many cases of where niggas take money for their own personal, for their own personal means in charities. And bro, I don't trust these charities. If I'm gonna put something towards, if I'm gonna put something towards like a cause, bro, it's a cause that I'm gonna be making myself. Fuck all that. Would you like to donate $1 towards St. Jude's Hospital? No, I don't know if that money is really go. How would I know if the money is really going there? When you ask them, and when you ask for some type of for some sort of transparency, oh, it's only $1, bro. It's only $1. All right, well, that's $1 that y'all don't fucking need. If it's just $1, fuck out of here. If it's just $1, then why the fuck you asking for it? All right, then. Yeah, Jackie Chan, a piece of, and then they was talking about how like his son a piece of shit. All right. Why is his son a piece of shit? Why didn't his father redirect him? J805 said Jackie Chan's great grandchildren go be making iPhones in China. They could have been millionaires. Jesus Christ. Well, 50 Cent and his son relationship, that's why I kind of don't respect 50 Cent all the way, because it's like you gave up on your son. I don't really respect that shit. But his son at the same time, you could tell he's like an entitled fucking bastard. You could tell he been brainwashed by his bitter ass mama. You could just tell. You can see that shit, bro. And then like 50 Cent would talk about how his son was never uh, appreciative of nothing that was given to him. That's a different situation. You feel what I'm saying? But you could tell that, like, young boy, I think his name Marcus too. Marcus, whatever the fuck his name is. Um, you could tell. He said $8,000 a month, not enough to survive. That's $96,000 a year. You could take that money and make it enough to. You could take that type of bread, bro, and invest it in places where. See, that's how you know niggas don't really want to work for real, bro. 50 said he don't love his son no more. I don't believe that. That I don't believe. But $8,000 a month, not enough to survive. Bro, $8,000 a month, bro. If you gave me that, that would be enough for me to create generational wealth. 8,000. So every first of the month, I'm getting 8 racks. That shit going to so many different. Man, I wish I was making 8 racks. I wish I was making 8 racks. Yeah, I know that he might have said that, stop motion. I know 50 might have said that, but I don't believe that he means that. That's what I'm trying to say. 96,000. That's almost fucking. That's almost 6 figures a year. And I see 50 wanted to help him start a sneaker store. I remember that. 50, look, man, 50 wasn't no deadbeat, bro. I think his son and his mom. I think his mom influenced his son. I think 50's baby mom influenced their son to go against him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. And what's sad is he looked just like his father, man. So, bro, that's sad, bro. The bitch ass nigga said there ain't enough money to survive. That's how you know he's a little spoiled, entitled bastard. Motherfucker, give me 8 racks a month and watch what happened. Watch what happened. Shit really get moving out this motherfucker, bro. That would set me up for life. I don't know, man. I really hope. This the thing, bro. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I wouldn't want nobody beefing with their parents because y'all never know what could happen, bro. Like, something could happen to 50 tomorrow, something could happen to 50 Cent son tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, I hope they able to resolve that shit before it's all said and done because if they don't, you know what I mean, there might be a lot of regret in that. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I would never give up on my son, bro. I don't give a fuck who's saying what to him. You know what I'm saying? I would never give up on my son. And like how the way, watch, the way that I'm going to have shit structured with my son, there's no way that he's ever going to look at me like I'm like this fucking crazy villain or anything like that. And I would never want him to look at his mom like that. You know what I'm saying? Me and his mom don't be seeing eye to eye on a lot of shit, but guess what? I'm never going to try to influence him to feel away about his mom or anything like that. I want him to love his mother. I want him to love me. And, you know, us as parents, we're going to love him. You feel what I'm saying? So I hope I said all that shit to say that I hope that they work that shit out. You know what I mean? And by the time they leave this earth, they can say that they love each other and they have like a good existing relationship with each other, bro. You know, and if you ain't gonna forgive the motherfuckers if you're not gonna forgive people for what they did, bro, forgive them for yourself, man. It takes too much energy to be holding grudges and, you know, having resentment towards somebody. That takes too much energy, bro. I mean, you might not notice that shit when you're young and you full of energy, but when you get a little bit older, you gotta start really, you know, preserving your energy for other shit. Bro, just let that shit go, bro. Let that shit go and, you know, start working on a path towards peace. You know what I mean? If you're not gonna do it for them, do it for yourself, bro. Do it for your own sanity. Listen, look, I know it's hard to let shit go. I've been in that type of situation. You know what I mean? There's been shit that been done to me, whereas like, bro, I might not ever be able to look past this type shit. You know what I mean? But when you really sit in your thoughts and you know that shit play on your mind every day, bro, that shit could be draining. That's a burnout for real, bro. It's like you wanna look, you wanna be on your own pursuit of happiness. You wanna be on your own road towards peace, and you're not gonna be able to live peacefully or get to the next level of positivity if you keep on clinging on to shit that happened in the past. Teach, what up? I fell victim to my own pride. I done fell victim to, you know, being bitter and all types of shit, bro. Really just gotta put that shit to the side and keep moving. That's the only way, bro. Not everything got a happy ending, cuz some shit just gotta end where it end. And you know what I mean? You gotta take them scars that you developed on your mission through life and just keep that shit moving. You learn from it and keep going. That's what a lot of people don't want to tell you. They tell you, "Oh man, just just pray on it, and and things will get better." Sometimes shit that some chapters in life don't get better, bro. I mean, some shit don't not everything got a happy ending. Some shit just turn out in a way that you can't really explain, or none of that shit, bro. You just gotta take that lesson, continue marching forward, bro. This ain't no fairy tale, bro. This life. And it's a reason why they say it's harder to live than to die. I mean, death is easy. 50 said it. Death got to be easy because life is hard. Leave you physically, mentally, and emotionally scarred. You know what I mean? But all right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love to the channel. We had some great conversations today. Sorry if I'm not in the best spirits right now, man. I ain't gonna lie, I had a little bit of a rocky day for Christmas and shit like that, but I'm chilling. Shit gonna get better, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Until then, this Mazuma TV. I'll be back at y'all with another live. Might put up another video. Just be on the lookout for that. Until then, this Mazuma TV. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. I'm out of here, man. Peace.